Hi there, my name is Chilavet Mapa and I'll be explaining my PoE Part 2. Right over here in the corner would be the declarations for the PoE, starting with the user's first name, last name, their username, password, and their cell phone number. So all of these will be asked from the system to the user to enter into the system. If the username contains an underscore and is not more than 5 characters long, it will display a user successfully captured message. Moving over to the password, the password must contain at least 8 characters, contain a capital letter, a number, and a special character. If this is true, it will display a password successfully captured message. The phone number must either start with a +27 or a 0 for it to be successful. Moving over to the personalized message right over here for the user just before they enter quick chat. Once they enter quick chat, they'll be met with 3 options: send message, show recently sent messages, or quit. Depending on what they choose, it will then personalize a message for them. Moving right over at the bottom, if they had chosen number 2, it will then show a coming soon message, and if they had chosen number 3, it will show a goodbye message. The total number of messages will be seen at the bottom after they are done. Alright, for the messaging part, right over here is where I'll be using JSON. But I'll start off by explaining the message clause. Over here is where I declare the message ID, recipient, message text, message hash, and message number. Moving over to the array list, which will then display the total messages sent or show the total messages sent. Um, Over here is the generated message ID, which generates the message ID. It's then going to return it. Then it's going to check the message ID if it's true, and then return if it's false. Check the recipient cell if it's less than 13 characters, and if the recipient cell starts with +27. Moving over to create the message hash. This is where I'll create the message hash. Then moving over to the sent messages over here, it will show the amount of messages that have been sent, as well as the message ID, message hash, recipient, and message. Then at the bottom over here is the print messages over here. They'll print all the messages that I've sent. Return the total number of messages that I've sent. And over here is the stored message, where all the messages will be stored in a JSON file. Over here is the JSON array which I've implemented, where all the messages are gonna stay. Alright, and last but not least would be the JUnit testing file. So over here I'll just be testing the different classes that I've done before in the PoE. So starting off with the test message length success. So using the example that we were provided in the PoE, I've tested that over here, and the test, I believe, is going to pass. There we go. So the test has passed. So just to test everything all at once again, all 9 tests have passed. So which shows everything has been perfectly integrated in the JUnit tests, including the message hash, the recipient, as well as the sent message, the disregard message, and the store message as well. So over here, I'll be running my application. So that will be my POE part 2. I'll see you guys for the third part. Thank you.